What's going on, everybody? Welcome to CBSI Presents Tales from the Flipside Special Tuesday edition. We've all had a little bit of the holidays hangover, and we're a little short-handed here tonight, but we're going to come in hard and fast, and we're going to get some cool stuff going. We got a little fun stuff tonight. We got some card stuff tonight. Of course, we've got some pickups. Stein is on his way, so Stein will be joining us for a bit. We've got a little bit of comic talk, but as always, I'm here with my fellow Flipsider, Dino. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? The man with the stash is back.
The man with the stash is back.
Let's go. I'm super pumped. No, we're doing really good. We're gonna do pickups, like you said. We got Ben coming in, I think late maybe, but we're gonna do some big things.
Yeah, so we got a little special guest tonight, guys. He hit us up on the interwebs and said he's got something cool he wants to share with some people. And we always enjoy when somebody joins us for pickups. Everybody, welcome Dennis Hayes. Dennis, thanks for joining us, brother. You there? I think he's there. He might be there.
He's around.
All right. So we'll wait for him to
first, and now I don't have good audio.
There you go.
There you go.
Hear you now. We're gonna let him get set up here, and then we'll.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You muted yourself.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you're unmuted.
There you go.
Now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Better.
Still not coming in?
We may have to do it with
All right, we're gonna let
video,
him come.
but no audio.
Oh, we can hear you now. Can you hear us?
That's the big
Yeah, you're good.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Sorry, guys. This is a new StreamYard mobile technology that we're trying here, and we're gonna let Dennis figure this out. But of course, we've got pickups as always, guys. So we've got I've got a little card heavy pickup this week. I don't know about you, Dino. Did you get anything this week?
I didn't pick up anything this week.
It's been a little crazy.
I'm a loser.
Yeah, Dennis, you there, brother?
If I do that, no.
No. All right.
Oh, when you switch, hey, we can hear
Try
you.
this.
What up, fellas? What up, Robert? Thanks for joining us. Jennifer Caldwell, thanks for joining us. Does the value of the cards go down if you inbox? That's a good question. What is that? I don't know what that means. Closet Geek, what's up, guys? We can hear you, brother. We can definitely hear you.
How about now?
Yep.
You hear me at all now?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to wear 2 sets of headphones.
No.
Whatever works, man. This is the new StreamYard thing. As Kyle said, StreamYard hasn't perfected it from the phone yet, but they're trying.
Yeah.
So, all right, brother, lay it on us, man. Let's hear what you got. Tell us the
That's
story.
okay. I could hear you when I was in the, All right, so I got. I live in Virginia. I live on the western end of Virginia. We have 4 local comic shops here. Each of them do their own thing.
We can hear you, brother. I don't think he could think he.
Some are, modern books. Some are back issues and so forth. And one of them, right on. No, there's a little delay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on a delay. It's like Iraq.
Delay.
Yep.
So I went to one today, and they have a sea of quarter boxes. They have a sea of dollar boxes, $2 boxes, and so forth. So the first thing that I got, and I went looking for Mystic, because Mystic is the hot thing this week, right? And so I figured I'd find Mystic in a quarter box somewhere, flip it, make a quick 20, 30, 40 bucks, whatever. It's the thing to do. If you find 2 or 3 of them, keep it, because it may go bigger, get bigger. So the first thing that I found,
Nice.
which is Eternal Warrior, first ray, Eternal Warrior 4. You know, it's worth a quarter. It's worth a lot, right? Sorry about the lighting.
One of my favorite
It's
all-time
clean.
covers.
It's got all of its color. It's got one or two little wrinkles where people do this. As you're going through the tops of the boxes, you know, because it wasn't bagged or boarded. So you pick that. And so next, you're like, that's worth it right there. That's worth the quarter for sure. That's certainly gets you in the show. So then as we're rummaging through some more, and it's, and then we hit this. Can you see it?
Explain that. That looks badass. Whatever it is. Early Caliber presents
There we go.
number 2. Ooh, nice.
So this is right. This is Caliber number 2. So you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
This was a quarter.
Wow.
You can see the wrinkles in it. Trying to get
Not
there you go.
bad.
There's the wrinkles.
Not bad.
Yeah, repressible.
But it's
Yeah.
intact. The spine is good. So you
For a
keep
quarter.
digging. Staples are good. So guess where we're going? Where's John Z when you need him?
I know. Wow.
So look what I bought today for a quarter.
Wow. Very nice.
He's gonna lose his mind when he sees this.
Oh, very
There it is.
impressive, my friend. Very impressive.
That's a good pickup, man. I'm not gonna hit on that one.
Yeah.
That's over
Here's
there
the
in my
back.
Skeletor pickup.
I think Dennis was right when he said he won
Hang
pickup.
on, let me spin it. Here's the back.
Oh, nice.
I don't know which way is the right way. There we go.
Nice. That looks beautiful.
And I have a press, and I do some of my own pressing. But I'm probably going to send this to somebody and get it done properly.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Dennis, you definitely won pickups, my friend. I gotta say, I also really like
Right.
that you hit us up on the chat. And to be honest, man, this may be something that we might want to do a little bit more often. So you're kind of the first one to pull this off, and we got to say we appreciate it, brother.
Humble brag, man. Uh-oh.
Right on.
You just missed it, man. You just missed the greatest pickup. He
Yeah.
beat your pickups, man.
What?
Yeah.
Dennis Hayes just won pickups for the night. He hit us up in the chat, and he goes, "I think I won pickups for the night." So we hit him up, and we said, "Show us what you got." And
you want to show it again, Dennis? He's on a kind of a delay, so
yeah, he's Dennis is on about a 3-4 second delay. So just show him the big guy.
Is Dennis like in Germany or something?
Dennis
No,
is in Virginia.
he's in
I picked
Virginia.
up Eternal Warrior. Doesn't that? Oh, this is the big guy, right?
Yeah,
Does this count?
Yeah.
For a, like
Does
a
this
quarter,
count as winning?
Yeah, he got it for a quarter.
a quarter? Awesome.
But wait, there's
Wait,
more.
where is it?
It gets better.
Oh, wait, here it is.
Oh no!
There you go.
He got that for a quarter.
Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me?
I know.
Wow! Nice score.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Not
Nice.
a bit, Holmes.
Congratulations.
Right?
Thank you, Dennis. We appreciate it, brother.
Here's the back.
And yeah.
Yeah,
Look at look how shiny it is, even at night.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, Dennis, we appreciate it, brother, and we got to get you on more often, man.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely.
And
Go Red
we'll
Wings.
keep an eye on chat.
That's right.
Later, brother.
Later, man.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
She says if you unbox the cards, I don't know what that means. So maybe if you buy a case, maybe. Sorry, we're jumping in. We're kind of weak tonight, so we're kind of doing comments and hooking up with people.
Yeah.
If you unbox the cards,
did you guys already do pickups?
No,
we just started. Dennis was the first pickup.
Dennis was the first pickup. So if you want to go,
do you have very many pickups?
I just got a couple. Just a couple.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys do it. I'm gonna go take care of this dog, and then I'll come right back.
Yeah. Okay. So
oh God, here we go.
No. It's nothing.
I went down to the store and I found like every rare variant on the planet for $100, and I just said, "Sure, I'll pick it up."
No.
I didn't get anything this week, dude.
So I have like zero time, as I've told you. Like I keep missing shows and
for everybody who doesn't know, Ben every week's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it or it's gonna be super late, and we're like, okay, just come on when you can, and then he just never comes on.
I just got home. Like
he turned into the new Matt Devo.
Yeah, I just got home like literally 10 minutes ago from my daughter's soccer practice. But
no, we're all dude. Don't worry, I'm going to be in the same boat. So.
Oh man, it's brutal. So what day was it? Saturday? Like Black Friday shopping. I didn't even get to go out at all for clothes. Nothing.
Yeah, I didn't buy any. I went to Kohl's and we bought baby stuff. That's my Black Friday thing.
See, yeah, that's your new normal.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I did get on Saturday. I was with my nephew, and we had before dinner. We had like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
There, and so I took him over to a Second and Charles, which is like a.
Yep, it's like a Borders or something of that nature. It's a book.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, normally, I mean, they've usually got a bunch of comics, but they're like terribly, sorted and crap like that.
Yeah, and they're all just like some of them are no bag, no boards. It's
all over.
Yeah, it's rough.
But I was like, well, I don't have much time, so I'll look through their book that they've got where they've got like regular comics or like better ones or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was able to get 2 out of that, which apparently they've been there for 3 months. So if anybody else would have looked, they could have gotten it a long time ago. But
sorry about that, guys.
I think this is about my 8th copy that I've had of this, but it's that Elephant Man Campbell sketch.
Yep.
So I got that one, and I got it for like $20 or 25. Yeah, it's $20. And then this one I've never actually found, so I was really happy to find this one. But it's the Del Otto, the Wolverine, the Best There Is.
Ooh. Yeah.
Which is like a $100 book, but
what do they have it for?
$20.
See, some things are nice. If you don't, so I have a Second Shelves by me as well. I usually when they have collections, I'm not really in on it, but the ones they have in like their little case or behind the thing, they kind of look at eBay sold and they kind of screw you that way. They used to not look up books, but I had decent luck on getting variants like under ordered variants or variants that people didn't think of, but you'd have to go like Wednesday or Thursday.
Right. So they're running like a buy 5 get 5 or something like that. So I bought my nephew some Green Lanterns. He was like, "Oh, I like Green Lantern." I was like, "Okay, well, I'll get that." And then these are just kind of the ones that I got for pretty much free after those 2. So it was an Art Germ Blade Runner that I didn't have.
Ooh, nice.
Is this your same honey hole, Ben?
No. This was a Second and Charles.
Oh, okay.
There was a Huck #1, which I guess was I still don't know if that's actually optioned or not, but
it's funny you talk like you're gonna sell all the books or something.
I know. All these are just gonna go in a box and just sit there for the next 20 years. Witchblade #10, which is the first appearance of Darkness or whatever.
Darkness, yeah.
Heroes for Hire #13. This is some weird Something's weird about this book. I don't know what it is. What is that? It's like some kind of weird. I don't know what it is. Yeah. And then a Nightwing, the metal, whatever.
Is that an early?
Yeah, it's like second appearance of Batman Who Laughs or something like that.
Nice.
And then this one's really bizarre. It's a Veronica. It's like I don't even know what it is. It's like
a romance novel type thing.
Yeah, it's real bizarre. Yeah, it's real bizarre. So it was like it was basically free. So I just kind of just threw it in there. But those were all from Second Charles. So that's all I got though.
I'm trying to look for your Heroes for Hire here and see what they get.
Yeah, there's something.
Well, I mean, besides the World War or Hawk tie-in, I don't know.
I want to say real quick again to Dennis Hayes, thank you, brother. That was fun. That was actually really cool, and it might be something that we might look into trying a little more often. So that was actually pretty cool. You actually pulled it off. I didn't think you were going to come on and wow us like you did for a quarter to get Caliber Presents #1. I mean, even for a quarter to get that Eternal Warrior book, which is a beautiful cover. It's one of my favorite all-time covers.
Yep.
And then to have him come on and get the show the Caliber Presents.
There it is. That's what I knew. There was something with that. I knew that it was something weird was controversial with it or something like that, but I couldn't remember what.
Look at that. Look at that guy, Frankie. That's our boy hanging it out there. I like it.
So I don't know what I got here. This is one of the McClay famous pickups where something comes in the mail and I open it.
Like you bought it and forgot it.
I got a nylon ring. I mean, I guess I can say I picked that up.
That's actually kind of cool. So you don't rip your finger off, huh?
Yeah, so I don't if I get caught in a machine or something, I don't deglove myself.
Because what machines are you going to be around?
You never know, brother. I'm in the robotics industry, brother.
All right, let me get into this guy. These guys,
those paper cuts, man. You got to worry about that stuff,
man. Here's a piece of advice to comic sellers. If you have Gemini mailers or something, don't put the stupid brown tape around the outsides.
Wow.
That looks like something from Midtown.
Oh God, it is from Midtown.
Yeah, Midtown does it. You got to use a knife and then you just
Midtown wraps them. They encase them.
I don't mind it actually.
Really, this is a pain in the ass, dude.
Make sure you watch the bag because they don't tape the bag.
Yeah, it's just kind of floating in there.
Yeah, you're right. It is floating in there. That kind of sucks.
I mean, on the bag and board, they don't tape the bag and board.
Well, this was just floating in there, like Ben said.
Oh yeah. Because I grabbed one and it was one of the Betty Boop ones, and I don't think they taped the bag.
Yeah, they never seal the back.
Yeah.
Spider-Man #1. This is I think Ben. Did you tell us about these?
I don't know what that is. Is that the Midtown variant?
Yeah. No,
he doesn't know why he bought it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
it's the Virgin.
Is that Bermejo?
Yeah, looks like it. Guys in the chat will know better. This is either a Walker thing, or it doesn't say. It's just Spider-Man variant, and it's the Virgin variant. So,
Dr. Joe said that was his fine.
Doc Joe, that's right. It was. I knew it was somebody. And
I was like, I don't think it was me. I don't really recommend much stuff from Midtown.
Doc Joe, I took you up on your spec there. I can't remember how much it was. I think it was like $15 a pop or something like that. They're pretty cheap. So, I bought one of those, and obviously it came in. So that's not too bad. And
how long ago did you buy that?
Oh, God, it had to be 3 weeks ago.
And it just came in?
2 weeks ago, maybe. Doc Joe will know.
Stellar.
Right. But I got some really cool stuff to share that Dito and I think Ben know. This is kind of card heavy. So I went on the collectibles show and opened up some wax with them. Sean had big leg had gotten lucky and found some of those prism NBA, not the draft pick, but the NBA ones. And he opened up a shit ton. And
he bought a ton, dude.
He bought a metric shit ton, man. Yep. He hit like 6 Walmarts. But I didn't find any. I went looking around. Jesus Christ. Somebody's breaking in the house.
I didn't find any either.
I went looking around and Jesus, now we got people coming in. Here we go. Party. I found a couple of them. I found like 2 of the little blasters, and then I found here's what I pulled. So let me go this. Hold on, let me stop these knuckleheads. Jesus Christ.
So for everybody who doesn't know, the Prism 2020 was a 1920, I guess. Boxes dropped. Regular, not draft picks. So the regular boxes dropped. So that's what we're talking about here.
Yeah, so they finally dropped. They dropped early in retail, and I got a couple of good things. I got a John Morant base. I got a base Zion, which isn't bad. I got an RJ Barrett base, and these bases are harder to pick up. Closet, I will be talking about the David Adams thing here in a second. Closet put up a cool little thing asking if anybody hit David Adams for Cyber Monday.
I should have.
But so I did. I was giving Dino shit on the show for his terrible luck in cards. Yeah. You know, like buying a box and pulling no autograph out of a box that has a guaranteed autograph.
It happens.
And I thought that he also was the guy that pulled the Darius Miles auto out of Hoops. And the Sam Bowie auto out of Hoops.
Yeah, but they got Sam Bowie and Darius Miles as auto.
Darius Miles.
Panini has the worst autographs. Easy. Terrible autographs. Guys you've never heard of, or guys that are just like haven't been in the league and are just terrible busts. So I was making fun of him on the show, like, hey, you know, this guy pulls dog shit. He pulls Darius Miles autographs, and then what do I get?
Darius Miles?
A Darius Miles autograph out of the new Panini Prism.
That's what you get for talking shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I did pull this.
Can you screen share? Hey, can you?
Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry. There you go.
I pulled the Zion green Prism.
Is that numbered?
Yeah, it's not numbered, but it's the special green one. So it's kind of like middle. It's probably like a $200 card. So that wasn't bad, right? But here's the cool shit. Well, real quick. Hold on, I won't get to the cool shit. Hold on. And then the day before that, I went and hung out with my dad, and I opened up some 2014 Topps Chrome, looking for like the Garoppolo auto, and that's the Odell Beckham year and the Garoppolo year. So I pulled a regular Garoppolo base rookie and a regular Odell Beckham base rookie. Nothing big. They're like $10 cards, but it was cool to open that. And then I bought 3 little packs of Optic football from last year to go for the Lamar Jackson rookies. They were at my Walmart. They were on clearance. So I just bought them. And in one pack, I pulled a Sam Darnold silver hollow Optic rookie. And then in the next pack, I pulled a regular Lamar Jackson rookie. And right behind it was a pink hollow Lamar Jackson rookie.
That's a good deal.
So that was kind of cool.
That guy might actually do something in the NFL.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Sam Darnold, though, he just lost to the Bengals, so.
Yeah, I'll sell it. But here's the cool part. So I convinced Sean, this is Adam, when we're going to talk about David Adams and blowout cards and the sales they've been having. I convinced Sean to buy some Garbage Pail Kids in the blowout cards.
Yep.
November sale.
Is that the Chrome?
Yeah, the Chrome Garbage Pail Kids. They had the value 3 packs from 2013. These are super hard to find, obviously. Even back then, they were $9 a pack, and they had them for $9 a pack. So we each bought a shit ton. I bought like 24 packs, and Sean's like, "Oh, let's open up a pack." So we open up a pack on the show, and I pull out of the first pack. I got something really cool. This is one of my all-time favorite cards. It's the Fryin Bryan refractor, which is kind of cool. And if you guys don't know Garbage Pail Kids, I mean, these are some
great. Do they number the refractors?
What's that?
Did they number the refractors?
They didn't number the base refractors. This is just the base refractor. They did number some refractors though, and one that they numbered is the superfractor.
Oh, sweet!
The 1 of 1
You had a
super
1 of
refractor. A 1 of 1
Wow.
superfractor that I pulled. How crazy is that?
What is the character?
It's so here's what they did, and this is the only bummer, right? It's not the greatest character, but I don't care. I'm not pickers can't be choosers, right? So the character, what they did special for these chrome cards, this chrome set, is they put all this first series as well as cards that were original Garbage Pail Kids from the early 80s, which remained unpublished in that decade. So basically, they were either too hardcore to publish, or they just didn't want to put it in the set for some reason. And this is one of them, and it's Slammed Sloan, and it's a guy like getting a door slammed on him. And so it was one of the special ones that released. So the atom bomb has been found in these. And here's the crazy part about this. Early in that show, in the collectibles show, I was asking them if anybody's ever pulled a 1 of 1. I swear to God, like 10 minutes before this came out of a pack, I was like, hey, have you guys ever pulled like a 1 of 1 or anything super low print? And it came out 3 minutes later. That's my luck. Lucky. Like I have good luck in this stuff, but either I won't. Are you
gonna keep that or sell it?
I don't know yet, man.
How much did Sean want for it? That's the real question.
Yeah. All right, later, brother. I don't know how much it's worth. That's the only thing. So back in 2013, when the cards first came out, an atom bomb sold for $5,000. An atom bomb superfractor sold for $5,000, and then has never seen the light of day. And that's the crazy thing about Garbage Pail Kids. The collectors are super
like Star Wars, right, and all that crap.
Yeah, it's like Star Wars. They put it away.
Well, if it's a 1 of 1, I mean, if somebody just wanted it, it's never going to see the light of day again.
No. So that was kind of weird, right? That was kind of crazy.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That might be one. That might be one that I might consider sending to like Heritage or something like that, and let it ride.
Yeah.
At auction.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. Like,
you got it for $9 or whatever, you know. Yeah, I mean, theoretically.
Yeah.
I mean, who cares about the 20% Heritage stakes?
Well, Heritage doesn't take anything from you. They just charge it to the. They just charge it to the buyer.
Yep. So, lastly, this is kind of funny. I think we were talking about like maybe trying to find like cards to open that were non-sport, like comic cards or Marvel masterpieces or stuff like that. Yep. Well, my buddy Chuck happened to come across some Punisher cards from the late 90s.
All right.
And I want to show you the complete dog shit that they put out as cards back then. So Here we go. Let's go. So we opened up a box. Look how terrible this art is.
Oh, yeah.
It does not look good.
It does not look good, right? Look at this.
Yikes.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
It kind of looks like, I don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah,
it looks like the dude from Evil Dead.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. That is probably
it's like Ren and Stimpy, kind of like if Punisher was in Ren and Stimpy.
And they're made of like just regular cardboard, like they're not even like
rigid.
So here's what the specials were. 2 per box. It looks like you get these special prism cards, which are a little ahead of their time with. That's
kind of cool, though. I mean,
yeah. And then 1 per box, if you're lucky, you get a scratch and sniff card.
Ooh.
So here we go. That's my scratch and sniff card.
Does it smell like gunpowder and sex?
It smells like gunpowder, dude. It smells like, let's see here. I'm trying to find where it says what it is, but it smells like smoke. That's the only way that we knew it was in the pack, because the pack smells like smoke.
Did anybody else just lean towards the screen to see if they could smell it? Because I kind of caught myself. I was about to be like, nope.
So you know what Chuck didn't tell Brian is that he was smoking like 7 packs a day when he had those cars around the house.
Yeah.
It's probably originally smelled like strawberry, and all of a sudden it just that's funny.
Yeah, absolutely terrible. So that's the bullshit that they put out back then. So that's a no-go on Punisher cards if you guys want to open Punisher cards.
Yeah. I don't have anything. I told you guys today about Senzel, my Senzel leads. I got a lead on an orange refractor and a pristine.
I tell you what, I like those pristines. Those labels are.
What's up?
You gonna go for it?
In probably in a couple of weeks I might, if he still has it. I mean, it's a pristine Senzel, man. That's who I'm PCing, right? I mean, and it's cheap buy-in.
It's not just a pristine; it's a black label. So.
Oh, it's a black label, yeah. I mean, for $200, that's really not a bad buy-in, really. I mean, theoretically.
I mean, it's just a regular Bowman Chrome, right?
It's it's his first Bowman though, right?
I think I can't. The picture's hard to see.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was real blurry what you sent me. I couldn't really tell what it was.
And it's his auto, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an auto.
Yeah, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's kind of blurry. I think it's. Hold on, let me look. I can look it up real quick.
So while Dino's doing that, I did go kind of crazy on those sales, those Dave and Adams sales, and the blowout card sales.
When you say crazy, like how much did you?
Like over $1,000.
Yeah. So it's his 2017 Bowman Chrome refractor first Bowman Chrome.
That's cool though. That's a nice card.
I mean, there's a BCP 1 red. It says Reds. It's a Prospect Chrome PSA DNA cert. It's signed. Some guy wants $403 for a PSA authentic. I mean, that's not even a black label 10.
Really?
Yeah.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I mean, it's nice. I mean, I don't. I mean, there can't be that many of them out there.
I mean, I think he has a good shot. I mean, even because on PC and since it's been cheapish theoretically. There's an orange refractor limit, the 25, that's for 100. So I mean, I'd be 300 if I bought that card and the black label. So we'll see. I'll see if he still has it. I think he might. A lot of people have been kind of not. I don't know. It's been weird. A lot of people have been off of Senzel. Either I haven't seen a lot out there.
Hey, well, I will throw this out to you, and maybe this will sway you or not sway you.
Oh goodness!
But the Reds did just sign Mike Moustakas.
Yeah.
So now they've got power in the infield, and there's already people saying that they got a really good chance to actually win the NL Central next year. So
yeah,
if he's got help around him, he may see some pitches next year. So. Do with that information what you like, but
buddy. Well, this will be the night. Like, remember when I passed up on that Batman, that first Joker appearance? That was a non-grade single page for like $300. I feel the ominous coming back to that. Like, I'll be talking to myself next year, and you'll be like, "Hey, remember when I told you got Mike Moustakas and they were going to win the Central, and they and then you said go screw yourself and didn't buy it." now it's a $3,000 card. So we'll see.
Well, I say do it, man. I think it's worth it.
It's a cool card. It honestly is. I'll hit him up and see what he says. I don't have it now. If he can wait a couple weeks, I might buy it. So
you said it was 2017, right?
Yeah.
That's his first Bowman, isn't it?
Yep.
All right. Let's just see how many there are. 2006. I'm just looking at the population report.
Oh, look at you. My man's got some data.
Well, see, they actually have population reports for cards,
which is nice. Not
Let's
as,
see. All right. So is it the? Let's see. It's not a refractor, right? It's just a Bowman prospect autograph, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
There are 8 black label 10s.
Is that really high? I don't know.
I mean, that's a lot of 10s. I mean, there's 53 other 10s that are not black label, but the black labels are going to be your best ones, just because it's 4 10s on the card. So, so there's only 8 of them.
I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, at least he's not 20, right? I mean,
Right.
still single digits.
Oh, see, okay. So Doc said something about Ohio State, and then Steve Horn, he says no one wants to hear about OSU, but
Yeah, you're on the wrong podcast for that one.
numero uno. I want honestly, I just want Ohio State to play LSU.
That's everybody wants to see that game.
I'm tired of hearing about everybody doesn't want to play Clemson. Well, nobody, Clemson hasn't played anybody, so forget Clemson. As soon as they play an actual real college team, then we can talk about Clemson.
And as a Michigan boy, I threw away the football season months ago, so I could care less. But I'm stoked about basketball right now.
Yeah, Juwan Howard.
I don't know. Louisville's kicking our ass right now. I think it's over.
Hey, but seriously though, Dino, what is the deal? How can – I mean, it's 15 out of 16 years, man. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Are they calling for Harbaugh to get out of there?
He's a messiah in that town, bro.
When it comes to Michigan, Ohio State, you can't – I mean,
okay, so
coaches get fired for that.
Yeah. So, like, on the radio, people were saying, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to the donors and stuff, they all love them and stuff. But the problem is there's, I guess, right, where there's tiers of football now, right? You have the Alabamas, the Clemsons, the Ohio States, your top tier teams are there every year, right, regardless. Michigan's in that second tier, I would say, theoretically, when it comes to recruiting and stuff.
But they should be one of those top tier teams.
Yeah, that's the problem right now. But the other problem, too, is, like, if you were 10-0 and you're going in that, or 9-0, whatever, you're going in that game, that would have been a good season. But we already lost 2 games we really shouldn't have lost. We got blown out by Wisconsin, and we lost to – who was the other team?
Penn State, right?
Penn State. So, I mean, I don't know. I think the problem is the amount of money you'll have to pay him to go away, right? Which isn't cheap, theoretically. I'm not saying Michigan doesn't have it, but – I don't know. I mean, who do you get? That's the problem right now. It's like we talk about this and another thing with the Lions, right? Everybody wants to hate on Matt Stafford and how Matt Stafford's the worst quarterback ever in Lions Town. Who is out there who's better, though? That's like the same thing with Jim Harbaugh. Who's out there who's better?
Well, somebody's got to be better than – I mean, it's getting worse, man. They're getting just blitzed.
It's the same thing with the Lions, right? So Matt Patricia, they fired Jim Caldwell, right? After he went 9-7, and Bob Quinn came out and said that him and Patricia, 9-7 isn't better, but they went 8-8 or 9-7, and now they're 4-12. We're gonna be 4-12 or 4 whatever,
They have been playing with their third string quarterback too. So
okay, I give them that part, but B, when Stafford was playing, they were still getting.
Bring back Lloyd Carr.
Oh, God. I mean, if we want the same offense of running the ball up the middle 3 times and putting, we're bring back Lloyd Carr. Let's do that. That's the other problem. So when it comes to recruiting, like I was talking to a bunch of people at work, and I'm not the greatest football mind ever, but we have a kid here in River Rouge. His name's Carlos. I think his name's Carlos Martinez. Don't get me on the name. Kid's 6'4", 270, in our home state of Michigan. Where do you think he's going to?
Ohio State.
Let's just say it all. Why can't you get that kid? Because Michigan doesn't throw bombs anymore. 2, you're not gonna be in a Heisman. Shea Patterson. For all the Shea Patterson love out there, how he was gonna be a Heisman hopeful, they don't throw the ball enough.
Hey, he looked great in the first half.
Well, first half. And then and then they made adjustments, and we don't make adjustments, and that's what happens. I mean,
Yeah.
so.
Well, I would say I feel sorry for you, but I really don't.
I was telling a lot of people today, I can't watch sports at all in Michigan right now. The Red Wings are terrible. The Pistons are garbage. Michigan Wolverines are garbage. The Spartans are garbage. Even if I would watch the Spartans. What else? Who's garbage? The Tigers are garbage. The Lions are garbage. I have nothing to watch, and I literally watched the first 10 minutes, and McClay will understand this, of Red Wings hockey, and they're down 2 goals, and I turn it off. It doesn't matter anymore.
Well, hey, you can always convert to Buckeye fan.
No.
Hey, everybody should be.
No. You know what's funny, Ben? Let's talk about this since Joe wants to bring it up and stuff. I don't know if Jim Harbaugh takes it seriously anymore. The rivalry.
It doesn't look like it. I mean,
and the thing too is he was talking about in a press conference. The one reporter, again, you don't know who the reporter was and how you were really asking it, but he was like, what's the gap right now between you and Ohio State? And he didn't want to answer the question because he thought it was an insulting question, which is there's a gap. When you get blown out last year by 60 to nothing, pretty much, and you get blown out this year and they throw up 57 on you, there's a gap somewhere. And really, Don Brown should get fired, but I think what's going to happen is him and Harbaugh are going to talk, and he's going to take that job at Boston College, and he's going to leave so it doesn't look that bad. But it's not good, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's still. I mean, even though it's been just complete domination since this entire millennium.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still. I mean, it's always on our mind. It's it's like required of the coaches. I mean, that's just got to, and it just kind of seems like the coaches aren't just, they're like, yeah, I want to beat them, but it's not like their biggest priority. No, it doesn't seem like they push it like really hard.
Their biggest right? Ohio State's biggest priority is not even to beat Michigan anymore. It's to go into the college football playoff. You know what's bad about our expectation is even for Michigan fans in general, we want you to be as good as you were when you were 10-2 or you're undefeated going into Ohio State and win a Big Ten championship. Let's win that first, and then we'll talk about let's talk about going something. Yeah, it's I don't know. Dan Orlowski tells we should fire fucking Jim Harbaugh. It's Dan Orlowski. He's terrible. He's terrible.
Hey, you're pissed. Hey, I'm gonna credit Michigan's downfall though, and it's just kind of correlating with Tom Brady's downfall too. So I'm all good with all the Michigan stuff going down. At the same time. So
yeah. Well, it's funny. I think that the bright spot is Michigan basketball because I think Juwan Howard is going to be a great coach, and it's probably one of the best hires we've had in a long time, just in Detroit sports in general. He's always been a good guy. He's never had really too many issues. He's pretty one of the smartest players in the league. He's been under Pat Riley and Spo forever. And he can connect with the young boys. He was he was in the Fab Five era, all that stuff. So hopefully Michigan basketball will become what Michigan State basketball was.
Michigan basketball's not been bad.
No. I mean, but
you can't complain too much about the Red Wings, dude. You got Stevie Y back as your GM, so.
This is well. I got a lot of Mike Babcock controversy. If you want to bring that up,
is he coming back? Is he coming back?
Yeah. No. So the interesting thing about Steve Yzerman is, I get having Yzerman come back from he's the captain, he's all that, the Detroit Red Wings, but he kind of left Tampa Bay in he had a lot of contracts he had to renew and not enough money to renew them all.
Yeah, but he built a dynasty in
Tampa
did,
Bay, but I'm saying it's like the Blackhawks or even the Lightning or even, you're building a dynasty, but you're going to downfall at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like
sports is a totally different animal now. When you have a salary cap, it is really tough.
Well, even Ken Holland agrees. I mean, Ken Holland was like, I had the easiest job in the world. I had enough money where I can buy any player I wanted, and I had a free checkbook, and Illich didn't care. And he had the easiest GM of all GMs. If you want to go get Brett Hall for $12 million a season, you just go get Brett Hall for $12 million a season.
And hey, you won a cup with him.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I'm not. That's the other thing. I feel like a Yankees fan when it comes to from supporting the Wings up here. It's like you don't know how good you had it. I mean, we had pretty much the greatest run, I would say, 97, 2000. I mean, and then you had the old 5 Cup or whatever. I mean, nobody's gonna top that. I don't care who you are. Maybe the Penguins, but still, I mean,
Yeah. Well, it's pretty painful being a Rangers fan, so I'll say that.
yeah, we're in the same boat. You know, the problem is like we got Comrie from the Arizona fucking Coyotes as a goaltender because Jimmy Howard got hurt. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is we have a lot of young players, and the real problem is if you fire Blashill, what do you do with Blashill at the end of the day?
And Blashill's a good coach.
He is. He's a good coach from taking him from young kids to turning him into pros, kind of. But we're not good enough to go get a $6 million coach right now. We don't have the talent to get a $6 million coach, and like, oh, we're 1 or 2 steps away. We're like 1 or 2 steps away from getting the 8th spot right now. You know, maybe, but not winning the cup.
No.
So.
No.
I mean, we don't have Connor McDavid, or we don't have, it's not like we have somebody who's, what's
Dylan
sad?
Larkin's good, and so is Anthony Mantha, but they're not that good.
Okay, so I'm not on the Larkin train, I'm not a Larkin fan. I hate to say it. Larkin, I like Larkin. I don't think Larkin's a leader because he's been here, how long has he been in Wing for? 5 years?
5 years.
He doesn't have the captain. He's not a C. He's still wearing an A, right?
Yeah, but some people don't want to be captain. Look at Phil, man. Phil just wants to chill and
which I understand that. But if you're gonna anoint Dylan Larkin, which people were saying was the next Steve Yzerman, now you have Steve Yzerman there, and maybe he, as a former captain, he puts way too much pride on it, which I understand. It's it's a thing, but I think you trade Dylan Larkin away now. I see him. Now he's frustrated and he gets frustrated. Like anytime he doesn't score or something happens, he just mopes and whines and doesn't skate back and does all that stuff. Like last 2 games, he actually played pretty decently and skated back and played defense. But it's like, I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. It's we're off the rails, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I just while we were talking sports, I picked up some of those Topps update packs. I found a couple of them. I just opened 2 of them, and I pulled
the ones we've been pulling.
The 2018, the ones that you can find in Michaels and Party City, and I pulled two Acunas.
Wow, look at you,
Michaels.
Yeah, you can find them. Not only did I pull 2 Acunas, in the same pack with one of the Acunas was a Soto.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I had I went to Party City, and there was a. It wasn't an update. It was like a Series 1.
Yeah, 20. So usually here's what you're going to see if you go to Michael's or Party City. You're going to see the 2018 update fat packs, or the hanger packs, or you're going to see 2019 Series 1. So
guess how much was the 2019 Series 1? Because everybody's like, oh, they're super cheap. They were
$5 a pop.
$5 a pop, man.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll buy them off. They're $2 a pop, but
no, I would only buy the update just for the Acunas and the Soto rookies.
Yeah.
So
Party City, Michaels, Michaels.
Yeah.
I try to look at my Michaels down the corner from where I am, and there's no cards there at all.
Yeah, and they get them clearance. So usually they get their packs clearance from these retail places that. Sell all the stuff, because all the Targets and Walmarts, they're not Walmart that's selling them. It's a place that they kind of like contract out to fill their cards. I forget what they're called, but Doc Joe found like 25 fat jumbo packs of update, 20 packs of update. You know what I mean? Like a
why are they carrying them though? I mean, what do they have to do with crafts?
Because us guys go in there with their wives.
They put them in the toy section, their little toy section.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where they put them at?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they
either that or at the front of the.
I didn't look at the
walkways.
I didn't look at the toy section. Or I didn't look at the toy section. I looked up front and didn't see any. So,
and I don't know where they put them. Where they put them in the Party City.
Party City's up front. Up front there's like a long line. So you have the line, and you know how there's like useless junk in like other ones.
Yeah. That's how Michaels does it too. Yeah.
The useless junk section.
Yeah. So did you guys see the Black Widow trailer?
Yep.
I did.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I liked it too, but I mean, I was telling Brian before the show, it's Marvel nowadays, man. It's like they're gonna hit things out of the park. I mean, it's not like they're so, and with Disney, they're so detailed oriented. I mean, are they gonna put a crap movie out ever? Now, let me just pull that one back. When I say crap movie, I mean, okay, in the ranking of movies, obviously one's not gonna be better than the other, but it's not gonna be like some kind of it's not gonna be Justice League, or some kind of abomination.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I gotta be honest though, I was really thinking that this was gonna be terrible. I was like, who wants a fucking Black Widow movie, standalone movie? Like, who wants that shit? And I think
you get to see Scarlett Johansson for.
I think she's burnt, bro. I think she's burnt. She's fucking burnt. At least for me, she's burnt. I think the little blonde in there is just as hot as Scarlett Johansson in that movie. But that's the one thing I think that Scarlett Johansson's burnt, and she can't play a young Black Widow, which I thought that's kind of where they were going. But dude, that Red Guardian that stole the trailer for me. That looks hilarious. That looks like really cool little comedic, interaction that can make it really good.
I wonder how like sometimes you see some of these previews though, and he's probably going to be in it for like 5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably not going to be him at all. I mean, hardly at all.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're probably right. But he's a big name actor now, right? He should get some time.
Who's playing him? I can
the guy from I say big name actor and I can't remember. The guy that played Hellboy. the new guy that played Hellboy that was in Stranger Things.
Oh,
David Harbour. David Harbour.
Yeah.
So he played Hellboy and then
and the dad and the sheriff in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So I mean I think real big spec gains on movies are pointless nowadays, but do you think that could drive any spec on any of those characters? Or is that spec just burnt too?
I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of listings with that Black Widow with the white, the Gronoff.
Yeah.
Just because
they show,
because they showed her in the white, but who cares? I mean, really, who does it really matter?
And it's not like that's a rare book, right? I mean,
no, it's not a rare book at all.
It'd be different if it was a 1 in 5.
It'll show up on the Hot 10.
Now, I still think that was a Yelena Bolova or whatever.
Yeah,
I still think that's got some long-term play, especially if they actually keep Scarlett Johansson dead. They're gonna need a Black Widow going forward. They're not gonna just leave that as a big blank. So, I could see that character hanging around.
Maybe with A Force coming in, maybe.
Yeah, and especially watching that little fight scene that they had in the trailer. That was a pretty slick little fight scene when they first met up or whatever.
With the guns.
Yeah, that was pretty smooth looking.
Yeah.
So that would be the play that if I were, which I don't, but if I were to be one, that'd be the one that I'd go with.
Yeah. Just to jump back and forth between cards and comics, I do want to show something real quick that I want to just see what Ben's thoughts are on it. And Dino shot this over to me. I'm going to share my screen here. Dino shot this over to me earlier today and kind of blew me away what this guy said.
Yeah, I wrote this. No,
this is from a card blog called Counting Blue Cards.
Yep.
And basically what he says is what I want from the hobby in 2020. And one of the things he says is a couple of things he says are really good. One of them he says less pointless game used and sticker autographs. Seriously, I don't need sticker autos in my box of 1920 Upper Deck Series 1. Most people who buy that product, for example, are doing so to collect young guns. He's talking about hockey in this one. Collect young gun rookies. So looking to build a base set. Almost no one cares about sticker autos. Companies are including crappy sticker autos and event-worn memorabilia and low-end products, some higher-end products too, to pad out the number of hits so they can produce even more boxes to increase sales. But it's just garbage. Not every product needs autographs or memorabilia cards, particularly when those cards are garbage like sticker autos or memorabilia cards that aren't even game-worn. What do you think about that?
I've thought that for a long time on the game worn stuff. I mean, if it's not game used, I really don't care. I don't really I mean, what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point? I mean, just picking up a shirt and
Yeah.
and cutting and putting it on a card. That doesn't seem. But sticker autos, I don't know. I mean, I mean, if I had my choice between the two, obviously I'm going to take the on card. But if the on card is $500 and the sticker is $75,
Limited sticker autos, right?
Yeah,
What-
but here's the problem with sticker autos that I see. They get in a lot of these sticker autos and they're using them as fodder. You know what I mean? Like they use the sticker autos. They get shitty players on sticker autos, like Darius Miles or Sam Bowie, or a lot of these like Panini products where it's all guys that didn't even get drafted or didn't even go to college, and they're on sticker autos.
Well,
Now
yeah.
that's what I'm seeing.
No, I mean, there's always going to be I mean, unless you're buying, immaculate or something like that, that's super super low print. I mean, if it's going to be hoops or something like that, I mean, there's going to be. I mean, they've got to sell product.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't really expect them to just pack hoops in with just John Moran and Zion, and that's pretty much all you get. I mean, you can't really expect that to happen.
No,
So,
I want players who are playing in the league now.
yeah, but I mean, even if you don't, I mean, even if it's decent, I mean, if a decent retired guy, I mean, they still only sell for $10. I mean, $8-10. I mean, it's not like it's a good card or anything like that. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a problem with them, especially on the low end products. I don't want to say that this is the exact reason, but you generally see retail products are going to have the sticker autos, hobby products are going to have the on card, and I don't have a problem with that because the hobby guys are. I mean, I'd rather you support your local card shop and the same thing in comics. I mean, I would rather see you support your LCS than buying store variants from Hawaii or something, something bizarre. I'd rather you spend your money locally with the guys that are actually grinding it out. And the same thing with cards. I mean, if you want the on-card autos, great. Go buy your hobby boxes, go buy your HTA boxes. Spend a little bit more money and you'll get those on card. You want to go buy 38 blaster boxes. Well, okay, you're going to get what you pay for.
So hold on.
Yeah, I mean, and as I'm saying that, I just the other day spent $100 on blaster boxes.
Well,
but
it's all relative too. I mean,
it is. I mean, I just wanted to bust some packs, and so I bought some blaster boxes. I mean, I didn't even know that there was a Hoops holiday box. I mean, I got one.
So I read an interesting article too. It was talking about retail versus hobby boxes and buying singles or just buying singles of cards you want or buying boxes and trying to rip it and grab it. Theoretically, you should go with buying singles of cards you really want, right?
Yes.
Because you're gonna get it, and you're not, now the sensation of ripping pack, is a whole other thing. But
I say that, but your risk reward factor is really what you just kind of have to determine. You have to say, hey, you know what? I mean, McClay, he was like, I'm gonna spend $1,000 on cards. Okay,
and I did it just to have fun. That's 100% what it is.
I mean, you get you buy $1,000 worth of cards. I mean, there's a good chance that he could pull a $1,000 card. I mean, if I'm going to sit here and buy 3 or 4 boxes of $20 cards, I'm probably not going to make that $80 back. I might. But
if you buy $1,000 worth of hobby boxes over $1,000 over blaster boxes, that's a different story, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, because you spend $1,000. Generally, I mean, if you're going to spend $1,000, you might only get one box for $1,000. So of a hobby product. So I don't think that's. I think Mr. He's playing on the song, right? Counting Blue Cars.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know who it is, but I think his expectations of what is in some of these lower end products is probably a bit inflated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it's hoops, if it's base tops, I mean, you can't really sit there and think, oh, I'm going to pull a, $5,000 Trout rookie, auto. I mean, you're just not going to do that. I mean, your top end products are going to be on card, and they're going to charge you for it too.
You want to hear something really crazy? Somebody bought a on YouTube. I don't know who it was. My buddy at work was telling me. Bought a mixed mash of boxes, like mystery boxes, and for really cheap. I don't know. He bought like 100 boxes of these mystery boxes. You had different card manufacturers in there and stuff. Guess what was in there? A Trout rookie.
Yeah, they put the Trout rookie and the Bryce Harper rookies in those Walgreens mix match boxes. People are pulling, Topps Update 2011 Topps Update are in there.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Did you guys talk about the parallels already?
The what?
The parallels, number 2. Did you
No. Go. I want to talk about number 3, but you go ahead and talk about number 2, man. That's a good one too.
So we talked about having less parallels in a game. So basically, find where certain products are being parallel heavy. Obviously, Topps Chrome, OPC Platinum, Donruss Optic, because there's collectors that like him and companies out for a wide variety. But he just basically says there's another way for card producers to pad their products with so-called hits when you have parallel serial to 2 numbered to 250 copies with other parallels numbered to 200, 150, 99, 75, and yada yada yada.
Right.
The card serial. That card serial numbered to 100 isn't really only one copy of 100. It's one copy of slightly variation of thousands.
True. Again, though, when you got to go back to, let's go, rewind 20 years.
Yep.
And when you're talking about let's say you do that. Let's say you eliminate all those parallels. So now you've got a serial numbered card to 25.
Mm-hmm.
And that is it. You're not going to get another. There's no parallel. There's no refractor of it. There's no anything. That's just one card.
Yep.
And chasing that rainbow is fun for a lot of player collectors.
It is. But when so you've got that one numbered out of 25. I mean, the amount of product that you would have to break, and a lot of guys nowadays may not understand. I mean, back in the day when there was, you even talk about like 91 Upper Deck baseball. It was like the first year that they had autographs in packs, and I can't remember if it was like
the heroes.
It was like Yastrzemski or whoever it was.
It was Nolan Ryan and Hank Aaron, I think.
Something, whoever. It wasn't just like you would pull one of those every 20 boxes, which was a case. It was like one every
20,000.
Yeah, 20 cases. You would have to bust just an enormous amount of product to get one, and then basically, a card's probably worth what, $100, $150? It's not even remotely worth it. So, again, you kind of I get what he's saying. The amount of parallels could be lessened.
Yeah.
But it also gives more people the excitement. If you got a Zion and there's 6 different versions and they're all numbered, the secondary market ends up taking care of. They understand the ones that are numbered to 200 and there's 5 different parallels are going to be really cheap compared to the ones that are numbered to 5. It's going to be the ones that are numbered to 5 are the one that people actually will pay big money for. So the secondary market kind of takes care of that.
Well, one thing that I can say about the parallels and stuff is, yeah, you're right. The secondary market takes care of that. But look at also what the secondary market has done for cards that weren't parallels but were rare and they were rare and they didn't print a lot of the product. You know what I mean? And that's those like late 90s basketball, the Jordan inserts, the crazy die cut inserts. Those things are like number one at the list for collectors, card collectors, are those years, those cards, and they weren't numbered. They were rare, but they weren't. So there's a give and take. I get what this guy's saying, but I'll be honest. I like the refractors. I like the different colors. I like the different types of refractor. I think that stuff's cool, man. It's almost like when variants have, like remember when the DC New 52 stuff came out and they had the Batman 5th print that had a different color and the 4th print had a different color, and then the digital ones had a different color, and so that made it fun to find those books. So that's kind of what I say it's like.
And, and sorry to cut this off. So Jennifer Caldwell came back and said, I bought a ton of NBA 2019 Panini Prisms. Should I open them or leave them in the box?
Sell them on eBay. You will double your money. People, and this is what I would say. Okay, I bought I didn't buy a bunch, but I watched a lot of people buy a bunch and open them. You can get good money for the singles, but that time has passed over the last week.
Yep.
People were making killer money selling the single cards, but you're not going to make your money back unless you pull something crazy, which you have the chance of doing. But I guarantee you can get double, if not triple, what you bought those for now on eBay.
It kind of depends on if you're talking short term or long term.
Yeah.
If you think this class has got long term,
Luka type stuff.
Yeah, NBA, superstar, LeBron, Doncic. I mean, if it's got somebody in there that you think is just going to, then 5 years from now, those boxes are going to be, because everybody's busting them. So the sealed product is going to be worth 10 times what you paid for them.
Yep.
So, but you got to hold on to them, which is really hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just kind of depends on what your long-term goal is.
Let's move to
number 3 is a really good one.
Yeah.
And the reason why this just it blew me away the way he said it is because this is the exact same thing that we talk about these draft picks.
Sorry, Ozzy.
Yeah.
Come join the dark side, brother.
Well, this is one of them for you, Ozzy. One of the things that really pisses me off is the fact that the leagues only give exclusive contracts to certain card companies. For example, back in the day, anybody could make cards and they could use the team logos and stuff. You had the Topps, the Upper Deck, the Donruss, the Score, etc. Now leagues will go exclusive with one company. So, like, if you want to buy football, you're only going to buy Panini. To get, and they have exclusive rights to the logos. If you buy it, if another company makes football cards, none of the logos are on there, and that's stupid to me. And same with with hockey. So Upper Deck, and here's another crazy thing: Upper Deck only does hockey and a few exclusives of players here and there, but they only do hockey anymore. How sad is that? One of the greatest trading card companies ever only does hockey now.
And hockey doesn't have that many hits theoretically.
No,
at least in the base. I mean,
yeah. And Topps only does baseball now. Panini does basketball. Football is done by Panini also. So it's you. One of the things that he says in here, he talks about how you would have more companies competing, and the competition creates really good stuff in the market. So I agree 100% with that. Plus, I don't want to see these terrible cards made with logos that are airbrushed out and stuff like that. It looks so bad.
That's what Mike says. I couldn't get down with cards that don't have logos.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's really what the Panini baseball is. I mean, it's a great, it's a great product. The National Treasures is a great product, but
and all that stuff. Yeah.
But they have no team. They have no team logos on them,
and that's terrible.
It is. I lived through the 90s in cards. That's when I had my store, and I know I understand the reason why they said enough is enough. It wasn't just Topps making 12 different sets in a year. It was Topps making 12 sets. It was Donruss making 12 sets. It was Fleer making 12 sets. Upper Deck was making 12 sets, and now all of a sudden you've got 60, 70 sets coming out a year.
Yeah.
And there was so much product that it basically just kind of diminished any of the product. There was too many sets. I don't know in this day and age if you said, okay, yeah, Upper Deck, you can make baseball again, but you can only make 3 products. Tops, you get the majority, but you have a max of 8 products. I don't know if they would be able to survive. I think pack prices would be much higher. I think the chance of pulling stuff would be lower. There would be a lot more base product. There would be less high-end product. The specialization of each company kind of just says, hey, Tops, go at it. Do what you want and make those ridiculously high-end products and make your regular base product. You've got the market. You can do it all. And I think it's hard for me to argue with all the decisions that the sports have come up with, because basically the market was dying. It was about to die in the late 90s. And they decided to make the change, and look at it now. It's 20 years later. It's hard to say, oh, that was a bad decision when the market is thriving. So I can't really argue. I can't argue with the decisions that they made, because they saved it. They saved it. I hope comic book companies are recognizing that.
That's where I was going next, because this type of thing is kind of interesting to talk about now. Take it back to comics, and what are comics doing that we want to see? That's a show that I think that we should kind of talk about maybe next show, is what are the things in comics that we, kind of take an idea from this list and say, what do we want to not see in comics? What do we want to see in comics? Maybe we can do that next show.
Yeah. I wish there was, like a brain trust or something that you could actually talk to some of these publishers and stuff and kind of not be shut down.
Yeah.
Because I really think that they should look at the sports card market, and because I would say probably for the past 30 years, they've kind of been card collectors, comic collectors. There's a lot of crossover, and I think that they've kind of done the same, kind of went the same route on a lot of stuff. But the card market, they survived, and they changed, and they evolved, and the comic, their evolution is just, hey, print more books and print more covers, and we're good. Yeah. And that was kind of what cards did in the mid 90s, where every set had 48 insert sets, and none of them were worth anything.
Or they have the thing where it's the amount of sets. So, and I'll equate it as rebooting storylines. Like Marvel will say, hey, we're going to do a Captain America, and then next year or next 6 months, we're going to kill it to make a new Captain America, which is like another set theoretically, right?
Yeah, I guess with them doing that, I don't necessarily have a problem with them making new volumes and stuff like that. If that storyline is closed, then close it and tell a different story. I'm okay with that. But I think where they make the mistake is they're not like closing those prior stories. They're trying to integrate those prior stories with current stories, and it ends up being just a big mess of stories that don't necessarily mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, real quick, got a couple things I want to share with you guys. If you guys don't know, the Todd McFarlane CGC signing is coming to an end. So if you guys don't have your books out in the next day or so, you're probably not going to get in. That goes until the 9th of December. Your books have to be there by the 9th to get in on that, it's kind of cool. It's $89 a book, and that is for both the signing, that pays for the signing and for the grading. So
gosh, they're making a killing off of
They
that.
are. They are.
Oh my gosh.
I need to be a comic book creator, a
Yeah.
legendary one. I can print money.
Yeah. Also, if you guys are into variants and you're into wrestling, you'll like CBSI, comicbookinvest.com's new variant. It's for Over the Ropes. This is a really cool one. It's a homage to the WrestleMania challenge game from old school Nintendo days. So
I gotta talk to Ben. Maybe he can get Antonello Costantino to
Antonello Costantino. Yeah, you got it.
Autograph one, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Let's but if you guys really like that, go on over to Comic Book Invest and just hit CBSI variants like that there. And you'll see all the variants here. And here you go. Here's Over the Ropes variant. You guys can buy that now for $12. $1 for every sale goes to charity. So
that's cheap. The $12 and they're numbered to 125.
They are.
And, I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, absolutely beautiful book. Here you guys can see the cover. Here is the interior. So it's just it's really cool.
Do you guys know what the story is about?
I don't yet, but it looks like it has to do with some type of wrestling league. So looks pretty damn cool. All I'll say is that.
Ready? It's set in a Step Over the Ropes, or that's what it's really called. And into the 90s wrestling. Set in a fictional world, Over the Ropes dives into sports entertainment's biggest era. A young high flyer named Jason Lynn goes off script in a match to win the world title and sets the Southern Territory on fire as the face-painted wrestler. So that's that inside cover. That's Jason Lynn. Phoenix, Jason, as always. So Jason Lynn, that's his real name, and Phoenix is his persona name. Jason battles between the ropes are only outperformed by his struggles outside the ring. First dates, crooked promoters, cage matches, factions, families. No matter what problem smacks him with a steel chair, Jason lives by his catchphrase, "I will rise." So
yeah, pretty cool. I can't think of very many other wrestling books out there other than the Glow one, right?
Or the WWE Boom Studio.
Yep, they're those ones. So, yeah, so make sure you guys go check out comicbookinvest.com for those ones. Other than that, you guys got anything else for the night?
I'm good.
Hey, just go Bucks.
Oh, hey, top 10 on Friday, right, boys?
Yep, top 10 on Friday. Okay. Make sure you guys check out Flipside Table Breaks. If you guys want to get in, just hit us up and let us know what you got and what you want to open, and we'll join you. And I want to give another big shout out to Dennis Hayes tonight for jumping on for pickups, fan pickups, the very first fan pickups. It was freaking awesome. Yep. He really wowed us. He pulled a first appearance of the Crow. Caliber Presents #1 for a quarter. So we're going to have the next fan jump on with pickups and see if anybody can actually beat that. That's going to be tough to beat. So.
Ready, Ben? And before we go, Ben, you know what's even more ridiculous than that? Somebody submitting a BA12, and guess what grade it got? A 3.5. Why would you submit a BA12 and get a 3.5?
Well, it's kind of like what that Walking Dead that was a 1.0 sold for like $800 a long time ago.
Oh, my God. That's why when somebody put it for a 3.5 because idiots bought a Walking Dead 1.0 for $800.
If somebody in the comments goes, "Hey, that's not as worse as mine. I have a 2.5." Why are you?
But I will say that a lot of times those lower grades they just look better slab. Yeah, like they present better.
And I was telling Brian before the show, if it's his Grail and that's what he can afford, that's one thing. I'm not bashing him on that stratus, but I mean. For a person who, if you're trying to flip a book, you would not, I don't know.
That's a book I've never owned.
I've owned one. I won one for $20 back in the day.
Never owned that book.
That's a Raz win, baby. And then the next night, I won a Raz for a Walking Dead 9.8, number 19, first Michonne.
From me.
That's another thing. We got to figure out how to bring the Raz back.
It's not gonna happen.
Getting our hands into something that's a little
diabolical.
That's
funny. We've got back into the Raz. Me and Brian and Ben. It's called ripping cards.
Yes, yes, that's exactly what it is. It's gambling for adults that don't want to gamble.
All right, boys. Good show. And we'll see you guys Friday probably.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Later, boys.